Hello, all you lovely listeners. Welcome back. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you for joining the Nail Bites podcast presented by Divine Nails, where we will be diving into a world of nails. I am your always cheerful host, Devaney Hinton. So let's dive right in. This week, we're going to be talking about starting out as a nail tech, and I'm going to be sharing some of my experiences and challenges as a newbie in the industry. Hopefully, you can take some stuff away, gain some knowledge, or maybe all of the above. First of all, I want to start out by letting everybody know that when you join, enroll, go to tech school, it is not what you think it is. Do I mean that in a bad way? Absolutely not. I'm not even going to say we. Most people go enroll in nail tech school because they want to learn how to do nails. And by all means, that's exactly where you should go to learn how to do nails, nail tech school. But basically, what they are doing is preparing you to join in the industry. When you go to nail tech school, they're going to teach you about sanitation, sterilization, safety practices, the anatomy of the nail, and all of that good stuff. All that good, yummy stuff that we really don't have any interest in. But it is for the betterment of our clients. However, when we enroll in nail tech school, we want to learn how to do nail art. We want to learn how to lay that acrylic, and we want to know how to file our nails, right? We want to know how to polish. We want to know all the above, with the exception of all the boring stuff. But you know what? If I must confess, here is my confession to you all. When I enrolled in nail tech school, I enrolled in nail tech school because I wanted to learn how to do nail art better than I already was doing it. Did I think I was going to learn about anatomy, sanitation, safety practices, and all that? I never really gave it a second thought. I never even thought twice about it. But you know what? I'm glad I did. It prepared me for where I am now. It prepared me to be able to take the state board test. Because at the end of the day, when you go to take that state board test, guess what? That's what they want to know that you know. Do you really care if you know how to lay that acrylic? Yes, I know. They want to know that you know the basic fundamentals of filing nails, laying acrylic, polishing nails, and how to handle any type of accident, cut, or anything that's happening during the service. But ultimately, they want you to know all the safety practices. They want you to know all the sanitation practices. Those things are what's most important. After that graduation date, that's when the real training comes in. Does it end there? Absolutely not. You're going to have to take workshop after workshop after workshop after workshop. If you want to do nails and you want to be good at what you do, just like anything else, you're going to need to eat, sleep, and drink nails. And ultimately, that's what I did. Nails, 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 nails. When I wasn't in school, I was soaking up nail information. When I wasn't soaking up information, I was on YouTube. Everything I did had to do with nails. I went to workshop after workshop. I went to nail art workshops. I went to workshops that taught me how to lay acrylic. I went to all types of workshops, and it helped me to improve my profession. That's all. It helped me along the way. And that's what it's going to do for you. So it doesn't stop at the end of school. That's when you're just getting started. And for those of you that start to graduate and you feel like, oh, I graduated, I took the state board, I passed the test, and now I have my license. I think I want to open my own salon. I think I want to work for myself. I think I want my own suite. I encourage you not to do it right away. Why? Because I feel like, and this is my personal opinion, everybody else may feel some other way, but I'm here to tell you my experience and what I've learned. I feel like there is a benefit to going and working in a nail salon. Because what you're going to realize is when you go to that nail salon, after you have graduated, after you get your license, you're going to realize everything that you learned in school, they're not doing in the salon. They're not. Okay. Here is where it's going to be determined What type of nail tech are you going to be? Are you going to be the type of nail tech that falls in line and does what everybody else does? Or are you going to be a nail tech with integrity and you're going to do things the way that you were trained to do them and the way that you're supposed to do them? It's so easy to forget what you learned in school. And when I say forget, I mean just decide that you're not going to follow what you learned in school. You just gonna follow the dollar. It's so easy to do that. But I implore you, don't fall into the trap. Take everything that you learned in school and use it to your benefit, because at the end of the day, that is what is going to make you stand out from all the rest of the nail techs. There's so many salons out here that are not following the practices that should be followed. I'm not going to name any specific nail salons. Anybody can do it. Any and everybody can be guilty of it. And I just want you as a new nail tech to be aware of it. Don't take those practices for granted. Those practices are in place to protect our clients and to protect ourselves. So when you get out of school, when you go to that nail salon for the first time, you're going to realize, did they sterilize that? Are they supposed to be doing a pedicure with that implement? Are they supposed to be doing this? Did they clean that? Did they sanitize that? Are they supposed to be using that product? Is that legal? And when you're in a salon and they have customer after customer and you're making all this money, are you going to make waves? Are you going to question their practices? Or are you just going to fall in line? And when in Rome, do as the Romans. That's just something to think about. Ladies, 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 the gentlemen too that are out there, if you become a nail tech, become a nail tech of standard, a nail tech that has integrity and wants to do things according to the law. I cannot stress enough, it is only for our protection and the protection of the clients that come to see us. When you do go to the nail salon, you may find that there's some practices that they're doing that's not above the law. However, you can also learn some tips and tricks that they don't teach you in school. There's so many tips and tricks on how to do things more expedient, how to perfect your craft. Part of that comes working in a nail salon. And when you go to a nail salon, you just want to know the ins and out, how a nail salon should function. When you open up in the morning, when you close in the evening, when customers are coming in. Just little things that make the day go a little bit smoother, to make things just run more efficiently. There are little practices that they put in place. And you won't learn these practices if you decide to open up a nail salon of your own right out of nail tech school. You will skip this phase of learning. And this phase of learning is so important. And I don't want to dwell on this too long, but I did just want to share with you how it was for me. And I did learn a lot of tips and tricks and things to do. And when you go to nail tech school, when you get out, you realize some of the things you might even know before you go to a nail salon, some of the things that they're doing that is not good practice, and some of the things that they're doing that is good practice. But again, chew the meat, spit out the fat. Okay? When you go to the salon. That's all I can say. Take that information. You don't have to work there a long time, but go to a salon, stay there for 2, 3, 4 months. Learn how things flow, how things are handled. And that way, when you open up your own salon or you open up your own suite, you'll know what are some of the best practices and what practices are not so great. I hope this helped you. I hope this will benefit you. I wish you ladies and gentlemen all the luck in the world in your nail tech journey. Until next week, thank you for tuning in. Bye, friends.